In studio now is the Managing Director of the Ghana Water Company Limited, a former Member of Parliament for Damongo, Adam Mutawakilu. He's joining us to answer our questions on the water sector. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, the great one.
Congratulations on your appointment. I haven't done a one-on-one with you properly since you were appointed, even though we've done a phone interview.
True.
So you were on the committee on energy when you were in Parliament the last time. So I used to interview a lot on ECG and oil and gas.
Oil and gas,
Yes. So it was a bit interesting for you to be given the water role. Had you always been interested in water?
No.
No.
I'm more into energy.
Energy.
But I have accounting background.
Okay.
And then when I got to Parliament, I developed interest in energy.
Good. So
And that was where I saw that place is challenging. Something that is challenging always interests me to go in.
wonderful. So next month will be 1 year since you took over. When you got there, what did you see? What's your assessment of the Ghana Water Company's role in the water supply sector?
Thank you very much. As a new MD, I need to know first the production, the challenges we are facing where we are, the transmission and distribution, then billing, collection, and the financial status of Ghana Water Company or Ghana Water Limited. Now, in terms of production, we have a huge shortfall. So I'll talk about national and then narrow to Atma production, that is Accra Tema metropolitan area. Nationally, we are to the demand is 350 million gallons a day. That means all of that is being equal. We have to produce it every day.
Okay.
But currently we produce 240 million gallons. Yeah. So about 136 million gallons shortfall every day.
I see.
So that means that if we produce, there will be a huge shortfall. Now, if we narrow it to Accra, the daily demand in Accra is 210 million gallons.
Wow.
And we produce 137.
So Accra is more than half of the national demand.
About 60-70%.
Hey, and you produce 137.
Yeah, so a
For
shortfall of about 73 million gallons
in Accra.
in Accra.
Right.
Now, when you take that and you come to transmission and distribution, does the water actually get to the customer?
Another problem.
That is another problem. First, we have most of the infrastructure being weak. Two, illegal connections. People use the water without paying. So 52% of the water produced, we can account for it. So if you take
you are not even producing the 52% of the water isn't accounted for.
So for example, if you take Accra, out of the 137 million gallons we produce a day, what actually get to the customer legally is 68.5 million gallons.
Wow.
So you can see
so
that.
less than 1/3 of Accra's demand we even get to, because you need 210, you
yes.
produce 137, and
we
about
can
half
only
of
account
that.
for 68.5.
Oh no. This is serious.
That is some of the challenges.
And you are saying some is illegal connections, some is weak infrastructure.
Yeah.
Which is a bigger one?
The illegal connections.
It's a bigger
Yes, because I realized that we needed to ascertain the extent of the illegal connections. So in collaboration with National Security, in August, we set up 3 task force. We call it the Revenue Enhancement Team. And from August to December, what we uncovered is serious.
Can you share some highlights with us?
You will see a full water sachet treatment plant. Illegal.
The whole plant is...
The whole connected illegally.
They are not paying water bill?
No.
Jesus.
No.
Wow.
Some other things the person is a commercial entity, but treated as domestic.
Oh no.
So you see that the revenue
He's using water to work by paying
as if an ordinary consumer. So some also do bypasses. But with their work from August, we realized that as at November, the net revenue for November dropped from 52 as the beginning of January 52. But for the month of November, we had 49.4.
It's very low. So it's still
So
not
that means that with a few numbers, Accra is very huge, with only 3 teams. Then I realized it's good. So I had discussion with the National Security Coordinator again, so that we could increase the number of teams.
So you're going to expand this
to 12 teams.
So you are hoping that you reduce non-revenue water to what percentage? Because now it's 49.
PURC gave us a timeline. By 2030, we should have non-revenue 43%.
2030 is too far, my brother.
So what?
2030 saying?
Now,
2030, where
yes.
will we be?
No, but that is the target they've given us. So we have broken it down.
Okay.
At least by the end of this year, we should hit 35.
Okay.
45, 45%.
But that's still a lot too.
Yeah.
So 45% of your... So your non-revenue water will be 45. Which
45.
means that you account for 55%.
Exactly.
But what's the standard in Africa? Or what's the standard? Because 55...
it varies. It's not like power. It varies from one to the other.
I'm maybe concerned that if national security and GWL that realizes that sending out teams can reduce the non-revenue water significantly, why don't they invest resources into saying, let's do a 3-month intensive clamp down on this so that you will reduce the number drastically, prosecute people, send fear, because this seems like business as usual. That's my issue. Because if half of the water you produce is not reaching us, and about 50% of that is from people who are stealing water without paying for it, you need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, that is, you need the data to go out. And that is why I started with the 3 teams, now 12.
Okay.
Because you need logistics, you need pickups for each team. And it's not easy.
But when you catch the people like you did, so when the people the 3 teams found, what did you do? Did you first present them to court? Did you, what was that?
First of all, we estimate the bill, how much they are supposed to pay. And within the 3-4 months, the estimated bill is about 5.5 million Ghana cedis. And we recovered 1.3, a little over 1.3.
They paid it voluntarily? Because you caught them?
Yes.
Good.
Then the legal department is pursuing them now
to go to court. So it's a very slow process.
Court processes takes a while. You don't just rush to court.
Charlie, rule of law.
Yeah, it takes a while.
In my mind, I'm thinking buga.
It takes a while.
If you are stealing our water, you are a criminal. So Charlie,
it takes a while. It takes a while.
Charlie, they enter the
So we believe that from July,
Charlie,
when these 12 teams go out, we'll be able to recover a lot, use parts of the proceeds to get more vehicles to increase the numbers over
So
time.
you say that the issue of water theft is a largely urban problem.
It's largely urban.
Largely urban problem. And by the way, the 350 million gallons a day, what percentage of that is under Ghana water and what percentage is under community water?
No, this is Ghana water.
Oh, so we haven't even had community water?
No.
Oh, sorry. So it means that we need more water than the
Yes, we produce to urban and peri-urban
Good. You see, that is good because when you said Accra is 136, Accra is 210.
210.
It's 210 out of the 350, which is urban and peri-urban.
Yes.
Good. Because when we add CS, community water and sanitation, to be more.
They are for the rural.
All right. So let's continue with that train of thought. So on the non-revenue water that's from illegal connection, you are working.
We are working.
What about the infrastructure issue where there's a broken pipe and it's not somebody stealing your water? Talk to me about that.
That is a pipeline replacement. So as I indicate, we have very old pipelines. And I'll give you some statistics of the plants when they were constructed. Some 1950, some 1960, some 1967.
And never been changed.
and the pipelines are there. Asbestos and cement. We have a total transmission and distribution lines of 13,680 kilometers.
But asbestos is poisonous.
Now, asbestos and concrete constitute 2,352 kilometers. 2,352 kilometers
of the
is asbestos and concrete. That need to be replaced. And even some of the other pipes that are good, PVC and what have you, they are old and they can easily break with any little pressure. So we have a revenue item and we are doing the replacement. But it's not as fast as we should, because we need capital injection. With the revenue we raise, we do it.
Hold on. 13,680 kilometers of pipe.
Pipe lane.
And you're saying that somewhere
2,352.
asbestos and cement.
Yeah.
Is that the old technology?
Yeah, that's the
old one. Yeah. So the modern pipes are not made with asbestos and cement.
No.
You're using that's plastic.
Yeah.
So the new ones, I see. How regularly do we get pipelines replaced?
Yeah, it's ongoing.
And you are talking mains now. This is main transmission line.
No, plus distribution. The main transmission line, we need heavy investment on that.
Okay, what I'm trying to find out is that the challenge of water not reaching consumers, how much of that is because of the mains that are not working, and how much of that is a distribution problem?
That the mains plus the distribution is about 22%.
Okay.
Yes, we are here to disintegrate it.
No
as
problem.
I said,
22%.
And 78%, about 78% is more commercial.
So it means that the work you are doing with national security on the illegal connection, you can still do some of that also on the distribution payment.
Exactly.
Because people are not paying the right water bill, or they are not being billed.
Now that is another. That is where we say billing and collection, the last tranche. I'll come to that side. So this is the main transmission, distribution, and theft. So commercial losses is averaging about 78%. Technical, that is fiscal losses, is about 22%.
These are the figures you came to meet. What is the target you set for yourself?
There was no figure.
What do you mean?
No.
You are the one who's calculating this yourself.
Yes, we have started with the 3 teams and extrapolating it to estimate.
Are you telling me that your predecessor did not?
You cannot.
In his handing over notes, no. There was nothing about percentage of commercial loss.
Non-revenue water 52%. Period.
That's all he said.
Yeah.
They didn't give you the details of this.
No.
You are sure?
There's no breakdown. So we started
I have Clifford Raman's number. I can call him.
We started.
He's from your He's from your home.
He's my master.
He's your brother.
He taught me in Form 4, secondary school.
And he didn't leave you details.
I'm saying that there were no figures attached. Transmission, this figure. This is from our own work with the team we deploy, and then we estimate and to get these figures. So they are not like
fair enough. So you're giving me this figure. What I'm trying to find out from you is just like you said, you will reduce non-revenue from 52 to 45
by the end of the year.
This 78%, what is your target by end of say next year?
Now, if the 12th team comes out, this should drop. Now let me come to this. Let me break it. The 78.
Go inside.
If you take Greater Accra alone, which is highly populated, the non-revenue water is about 55%.
Okay.
So if you go to Upper West, Upper East, it's like 38, 32. The other place we record high is Asante South, Volta, Northern region. So it's not like. So if we focus on Accra,
you can reduce it significantly.
And reduce Accra significantly, because of the high population, it will translate to a reduction cumulatively.
Fair enough.
And that is why we are focusing much in Accra. And with the 12th team coming out, if we work very well, we should be able to bring Accra to about 47. And with the other regions operating below 50, you see that to pull the figure down.
How much of the commercial loss could be from your own people's lack of seriousness?
Yeah, that comes to another question, another issue. Any illegal connection has some relation with the Ghana Water Limited staff.
Mm-hmm.
And since this operation started, we've dismissed a number of staff. And two, I gave the district managers, that was in May, 6 months to achieve certain targets. And they didn't achieve it, they will be reassigned. And end of November, we did the assessment.
Okay.
And out of 103 district managers, 41 of them will be reassigned tomorrow next.
Because
They
the
couldn't
things
perform
happening in their
within
area
their
is
area.
very clear that it
It's
isn't.
clear.
Out of 100 and what?
Out of 103 district managers, on the 15th, 41 of them will be handing over to other officers.
Because they
Just to
couldn't
bring-
meet the threshold.
And discipline.
So you admit that some of it is your own people.
Most of the illegal connections trace back to our people, because it's not easy to call an ordinary person to come and
Do you have a
an
geographical distribution within Accra of the notorious areas where you don't raise enough revenue? So, for example, if you have a dashboard to say Legon, Medina, Fair, Adenta, Tama, above Bridge, maybe this Kuntun say, is there anything like that?
Tema is doing well because you see most of them are factories, so easy to track. Where we have gated communities, it's easy to track. But where the settlements are
Scattered.
the low income, you see that a lot. But also some of the high businesses, big businesses, some of them engage in the illegal, like the commercial water sellers. So you realize that he should have been paying more, but because he's done illegal, he consumes more than maybe 50 households together.
Let's another question there. For the domestic customers that you have meters in their houses, what percentage of them pay digitally versus paying manually?
Yeah, currently it average about 20 to 30%.
Oh, so the rest are paying manual. They have to go to.
So therefore,
Oh, my brother.
we are coming. Yeah, so that is a fact.
20 to 30% pay digitally. The rest have to go to Ghana Water window and pay with cash.
Yes, because and that is
That one too.
that is a challenge.
Don't pay.
That is a challenge, and
Yeah.
we have to face it.
Why haven't they been put on a digital system?
No, we have a digital system. So what we are doing now is our CCAs have been taxed as they go around reading meters to teach the customers how to use the Momo app. Star 1010 hash. 2, we are engaging 200 national service personnel.
Okay.
This time, I don't want them to work in the offices.
Go out.
Go out. 1, go after those who owe arrears, so that at least we can reduce the arrears. Because at June, we have arrears of 916 million Ghana cedis. So their purpose for the 1 year is to go after arrears and to teach our customers
How to
use the
digitally.
Momo app
To make it even easy.
to make it easy. Because if we don't put in those strategies, it will be difficult. So if we continue next year, the service personnel continue from where these people have left off.
Let me just
some of
backtrack.
them will be-
Why are you reassigning the 41? Why aren't you sacking them?
No, if I ask you that you have a target of A to meet, you are not able to meet it. It's not a crime.
I see. No, because I was
But
because the
that
premise of the
rule,
question was that some of them had supervised illegal connections.
Yes.
That was my understanding of
No,
part
no,
of
no.
their problems.
No, we have a target for each, and we have 5 items you must meet: reducing non-revenue water, 2, reducing arrears. So we have various skills that we match them with.
So on that basis, 41
So
of them will be reassigned.
41 of them will be
And that
reassigned.
reassignment, is it geographical reassignment? To go to another place and continue their
No,
incompetence?
when you go to, you are no more going to be a district manager.
That's what I want to understand.
No, you are no more going to
So
be a
what are you going
district.
to be?
You now go and the regional chief manager will reassign
You'll be
you
pushing papers,
to work, but you will not work in. You will not be in the district.
but you'll still be collecting
You've been-
salary.
Yeah, but you'll be given a different role to perform. maybe
I'm going to continue your mediocrity there.
but you see,
No, sorry, don't worry.
but that person might be
Focus.
specialized in another area, but not
All right.
managerial level.
So let's come back to the investment side.
Yes.
You've explained the production shortfall,
Yes.
and you've explained the distribution for the mains and also the transmission lines.
Yeah.
Do we have enough production centers? By that I mean, or bulk supply points. The way that you see in electricity, they call it bulk supply points.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, you do Pong,
Yeah.
waterworks,
Yeah.
Wager waterworks, Winneba waterworks,
Yeah.
Swedru Kwenyakun waterworks, that type of thing. If you look at Accra, do you think you have enough large-scale waterworks to meet the growing population? That's what I'm trying
That
to
is where we have a problem. Let me take Accra. We have 10 treatment plants. We have the Pong Oil Works. It was constructed in 1954.
Jesus Christ.
Pong New Works. It was constructed in 1967.
A year after Nkrumah was overthrown.
Yes. Keseve, which is also at Pong, 1998 area.
When I was writing Wasi,
We have Siemens, which is at Pong, 2015.
it's not bad.
We have Tahal, which is also at Pong, 2014.
Okay.
We have China Gazuba, Pong, 2015.
Hey, 2015, a lot of things happened.
Yes, Adam Clark, Wager, 1980.
Ah, jeez.
Candy Plant at Wager, 1950.
Oh,
Bamak Plant at Wager, 1960.
which are they are old, pal.
And then Desalination, Nangwa, 2014. So you see that out of these 10 treatment plants, 4 of them were constructed during His Excellency JM regime,
Yes.
the present regime.
Two, the desalination, the Pong,
The Siemens,
Tahal,
the Tahal, and the
the
China
22.
Gazuba.
And then about 1, 2, 3, 4 were constructed in the 60s or the 50s.
Yes.
Then
And then
one was constructed in
K7
1980,
1998 under Rollins.
and then one 1980.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, since then, not even one treatment plant has been constructed.
Which of these 10 is the most important? Which is
China Gazuba.
China Gazuba 2015.
The plant utilization capacity is 96%.
Where did we get money to build that one from?
It was a facility from the Chinese.
So that was 2015. Where,
2015.
And this is in Pong.
It's simple.
So Western Accra will depend on the Wager ones,
Wager.
which is 1960, 1950, and
Yes,
those things.
the Bamak, the Adam Clark,
So-
and then the Candy.
And so the Pongs are doing Tema, Adenta,
Adenta,
Ashaiman.
Ashaman, and then the Diesel
Is
takes care of
Teshi Nungwa.
Teshi, Nungwa, Bachona, Sakumono, and that like
If you wanted to construct a China Gazuba type in another part of Accra, do you have a location in mind? So you want to do a major plant which is modern like the 2015 one. Where in Accra would you do it?
Thank you. It will be at Pong.
Same Pong.
Yes, because there's already provision.
The Volta.
When they were constructing this one, the 2015 one, they had already laid down preparation for a takeoff of a second phase.
Okay.
So 20% of the second plant was already done.
Okay.
The reservoir, the electricity intake, the intake from the main river, all of that has been done. So the construction of the plant, the transmission lines.
So what is needed for it to take off?
That means we need funding.
What do you estimate the amount to be?
A little over 300 million
Cedis or dollars?
dollars.
And if they give you that money, how long will it take to construct?
They normally finance the term, but I believe that within 2 years
It can be
that
done.
should be done.
Usually, what type of source of funding is this? Would it be GOG money? Would it be a foreign bank? Would it be African Development Bank? Or what kind of mix? What in your view? What type of money?
At this time, we always go for concessionary.
Concessionary.
And that because of the IMF.
And the concessionary, you pay back with the tariff revenue over a long period.
Yes. Normally, Bank of Finance take the facility, on lend it to us,
Yeah.
but settle the.
So I'm asking this because once you take a loan to build a plant, the cash flow is the tariff.
Yes.
So the level of tariff will be fed into the agreement.
And that is where the challenge is. For example, let me take the desalination.
Correct.
For example, we buy the water at a cost of 6 cedis, 75 pesos
Per
cubic meter.
So 6.75.
Yes.
And how much do you sell?
And we sell it at 1 cedi, 47 pesos per cubic meter.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
I don't determine tariffs.
It was there before you came.
I don't. The point is that Ghana Water Company don't determine the tariffs.
So you buy the water
So
at
from
6.75 and sell at 1.47.
Yes.
So you make a loss of over
5.58
per
Ghana
cubic
cedi
meter.
per every cubic meter.
This is since it was set up in 2014.
Yeah, that is.
So it means that the debt will be over 20 million.
So that is why you always need the government and the Minister of Finance.
And the desal is a private-public
It's a
partnership,
PPP. Yeah, build, own, operate, and transfer.
which we felt was going to help to provide water for that area because it was an experiment with seawater.
Actually, it has helped.
But yet there's a debt overhang that if it's not paid, they've closed the plant now.
Yes. Normally, we have financial challenges, some operational challenges. The current shutdown is mostly financial.
Because they are old. My question is, when this was done in 2014, you were in Parliament.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you know that from the beginning, it was going to be making losses if government doesn't pay some money. Because if you are producing water at 6, and because the tariff is set by PURs, you are selling at 1, clearly there's going to be a 5 debt that somebody has to pay.
Yeah.
Now, you can't expect the poor station to pay for it because they won't pay a different water tariff rate from the rest of us.
Exactly.
Good. So my point is, from what I see, the government of Ghana has to find money to pay that debt so that the desal will keep running.
Yes.
Then you have to send an urgent memo to cabinet.
No, I'm in discussion with the Minister of Finance on
Yeah.
that.
Because
And
if this,
other,
because if this desal doesn't work,
stakeholders.
this is my challenge for you. If I'm an investor who has money, and I see what you are doing to desal, there's no way I'm going to invest money into another desalination plant in Ghana. That's number one. Number two, the way you set your tariffs across, if even it's a concessionary loan, if it's not properly calibrated, it may not work well. So you will be having difficulty attracting financing. You've already told me that your non-revenue water is over 52%. Your facilities all need revamping. So clearly your financial situation does not make you attractive for any type of money.
That's why the government actually intervenes and provide guarantees for that.
Good.
Yes. But as to the analysis in terms of tariff, as I indicate, PURC set the tariffs, not Ghana Water Limited. Then Minister of Finance facilitate any funding for Ghana Water.
Now listeners, I'm trying to
technical arm.
I'm trying to understand the man. That's why I'm spending time to discuss the problem. We'll come to the challenges you sent to me. With all the things you've already said, run-of-revenue water is high, illegal connection, low investment in pipelines, not enough treatment plants. Then there's also Galamsey.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Geographically, which parts of the country would you say Galamsey affects when it comes to water supply?
First, Eastern
region.
Yes. Western and Central.
Those are the three.
In terms of Galamsey.
Okay.
Then we also have sound winning
and other things.
Other areas.
So Accra East, so Bound is really not suffering Galamsey
No.
yet. Okay. Now Central, I know there's Kwenyako Headworks and there's Winneba.
Yes.
Are they the two main ones, or which ones are affected by Galamsey? Which are
these are the two main ones.
Kwenyako
that has high turbidity, and it was quite high around August, but now at least our polyelectrolyte is able to produce the water now. So since September ending to date.
What about Eastern? Which treatment plants are affected?
Chebi.
Yes. And then Western?
Western, we have the Takoradi River Pra, and then Ayensu.
I see.
So we have challenge, but currently we are able to produce.
Even though it costs you more to produce?
Yes, it is within the turbidity level now.
I'm talking about the cost of chemicals.
Yeah, that one definitely.
So it's raised your production cost.
That one significantly. We used to, in the 2014, 15, alum was used in most of these areas. Berekesi, Owabi, alum. But now we use what we call polyelectrolyte, which is 4 times the cost of alum.
Okay.
So that is one of the challenges, cost of treating the water. The other challenge we are facing now is siltation.
Siltation.
Yeah. You see, the river banks is loose, and once it rains, the intake is blocked. For example, Bonsa, we desilted it. 2 weeks later, there was a heavy rain. And as we speak, for the past 1.5 months, we can't produce because the silt has blocked the intake.
Okay, we've spent the half of the interview discussing problems, but you've given me 3 things you are doing. So let me summarize what I've heard. On the issue of non-revenue water, you are collaborating with national security to increase the operation to clamp down on illegal connections from 3 to 12. Yes. So that's a 4-fold increase.
Yes.
No problem. Number 2, on the desalination plant, you are engaging finance ministry to find a way of paying the debt so the plant can run, because it's a financial problem.
Yes.
On the need for new treatment plants, you believe, or you are looking for money. You haven't told me, I want this. What are you doing to get money to set up a new treatment plant like the one in Bon? What effort are you making?
We engage investors and then do in consultation with the Minister of Finance, because the Minister of Finance is the final decision maker here, because they will go for the facility for us. So Ghana Water alone cannot just go and look for an investor, engage the investor. No. It must pass through the Minister of Finance. But if we are able to get another treatment plant like the China Gazuba in Pong, it will reduce.
Have you already made the case to the ministry? Have you presented?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to move one by one. In terms of getting replacement for the old and obsolete main lines, like the asbestos and concrete, because that's a different investment.
Yeah.
Are you also going to depend on the ministry for another loan, or or you can use IGF? How do you usually replace these pipes?
PURC provide a revenue item for pipeline replacement. That is why I said it is ongoing. So every region reports those we need to replace. We engage contractors to do it. But some of them, the amount is far beyond what we can foot. But we see reducing that one has a positive effect on revenue. It's another way of reducing non-revenue water. One, if we have modern type, we can put in technology to be able to detect the flow of water to each area. And when somebody does illegal connection, it can give us a prompt. So it has both reducing technical losses and reducing the commercial losses. And if that is done, our revenue will shoot up to the extent that we can even pay for it.
Okay, you've told me some operational and structural problems you face, which could explain why our text line has been inundated. So I want Kakra to read just basic text messages. She's going to read about 5 or 6, and then you tell me what you answer, because these are comments around, I don't have enough water, the tap doesn't flow regularly, I don't get water, but I'm being billed, all kinds of comments. But I want you to hear for yourself. So these are what the people of Ghana are saying.
Okay, so our first one is Ajete from Oyarifa Gravel Pit. He says, Bernard, illegal connections in certain communities hurts the system more. The level of non-payment for water and electricity supplied, the illegal tapping of water and electricity is one of the major causes of problems of lack of these utilities. This impunity does not exist in Ivory Coast and Togo. Good morning, team. Kindly ask the MD the issue with Bone Township.
Bone Township,
where we go a month without flow and only have water flow for 5 days. Good morning, CBS. I would like to ask a harmless question. My Ghana water meter has been stolen and I'm still receiving bills. Okay, should I go to the Twitter thing?
Did he mention where it's based?
No, did he?
He didn't. Caleb,
Alfred,
go to
go
the
back.
CBS platform and read more
Yeah,
comments from
he
Kaka.
didn't.
Sure.
Go to the CBS platform and read
Okay.
comments from
So, right, a few of these.
So shall we go to
other-
Twitter?
I got a few now. Question. I have a question for the MD. So, a water meter at our church was stolen and not replaced for about 4 months. But we noticed that Ghana Water continues to send in high bills every month. I wonder how they arrive at the amount. Does it mean the water bills are arbitrary and not based on the meter's readings? Second question, I know some contract staff at Ghana Water who were due to be made permanent staff at the company but were suspended after the change of government. Some of these people are not political actors but have been adversely affected by this.
Let me answer the first three.
Yes,
Bone doesn't have water for months. They get water for 5 days. A comment around a meter stolen but still getting bills.
Yeah.
And then the issue of temporary contract staff being not made permanent.
Can I just quickly add to the meter?
Time. Let me
Because
take-
even
okay.
when, aside it being stolen, when you've left the place you live, you still get the bills from Ghana Water.
Thank you. First of all, let me tackle the pond one.
Yes.
As I did indicate, the demand is 210 cubic meters, million gallons a day. We produce 137. Out of this, about more than half we can account for. That means what we can account for is about 68.5 million gallons. Take 68.5 as against demand of 210. So you see that the water cannot flow around all the time. And that's why I want to clamp down on these illegal connections to increase the volume that is available. And once it is increased, the frequent water flow will improve. So I want to ask them to be patient with us. Very soon we'll resolve it.
But whilst that is fair, why isn't there a regular schedule so that if I know that the water is not enough, I know that Tuesday at 4 p.m. then I can plan. I think the challenge is that some of them don't have it.
We have a rationing timetable.
And it's running.
And when the desalination was shut down, we published another one.
Okay.
Because
And you are working with it.
We are working with it.
You are sure?
But what happened is when the water flows and people tap so much on it,
It doesn't get
the
to the
pressure, the pressure, that's what it drops.
So what are you doing about that?
And the pressure drops. So those at the far end sometimes get challenged.
Fair enough.
And mostly if we pump water and there is a lights off, the ramping becomes a challenge. And therefore you see that the pressure on the pipe becomes
Let's
very
stay with
low.
the questions. How does somebody without a meter or how with a stolen meter still get bills?
So that is where I think I'll need the contact person of the person to make a follow-up.
All right, we'll
because
send
that is strange.
Let's deal with the
So
question that have
similar
come.
to that question, Bernard,
Yes.
I have moved from my former residence. I still get water bills from that place,
But you don't.
but I no longer live there.
So the person who lives
we
there
have to-
doesn't get bills.
I have no idea. I still
No,
get bills.
if you left and your contact number is still with our,
They haven't changed the contact number.
so there's the need to change your phone number to the new tenant.
Let's stay with the comments.
But at
You-
Sakono people.
let's take, you've asked a question, hasn't answered it yet.
Sure.
Now,
Contract staff at Ghana
Yes.
Water due to be made permanent.
actually, when I came to Ghana Water, there was a petition from the union with respect to recent recruitment that was done. And it was done in November. And in Ghana Water, if I engage you today, we are not paid from consolidated fund. We are not paid from consolidated fund. If I engage you today, by the end of, once it is before 15th of the month, at the end of the month, you should be paid. As at January ending, none of them was paid. So it's transfer of cost
From the previous admin.
to the new one. That is the first one. What was approved by? So the union has a serious concern with that recruitment. Now, the board approved 130, and the number recruited was 281.
So over 150 more.
151 extra staff. Now you look at, as I said, there is a revenue items. PRC, we shouldn't spend more than 25% 30% of our revenue. And this percentage of revenue to salary was still in around 40.
So clearly,
So that means that we are rather taking from the other revenue items to pay for salaries.
Right.
3, Ghana Water is a technical arm. So if you engage more of commercial, audit, finance, without the manpower, technical manpower needed to man these plants, transmission line, distribution lines, then we are adding more costs.
fair enough.
And as a result, I have to put this before management and then finally before the board. And they said, suspend. Board will come and take a decision. We didn't sack them.
Okay,
We
fair enough.
suspended.
Let me read 2 more comments for you. Good morning. I live in Odumasi. We have not had running water in our taps from Ghana Water Company. We buy from the tankers regularly for use. Odumasi, Sonitra, Oshioman, and its environs is a fast-growing community. We don't wait till buildings are placed on waterways before we mark them for demolition. Ghana Water Company should have a plan for a place like ours and should already be investing there. My question, what is their plan for growing communities like Odumasi, Oshioman, Sonitra, and environs? Second question, the taps in our houses at Tantra Hills, close to the Methodist Church, stopped running since 1998. We've been relying on boreholes since that time. Question number 3. I live at Bachona on the Spintex Road. I have not had water for 11 months. With just a family of 5, I buy 800 cedis worth of water every month. Interestingly, I live in a neighborhood where a former Speaker of Parliament and other high-profile people live, and we all buy water from the tankers. I've been wondering if my locality has no water. How about the other places? So let's deal with one by one. Odumasi, Peri-Urban Accra, fast growing. What's your plan for those places?
Yeah, thank you very much. We have pipeline extension and we have pipeline replacement. So what they are requesting for is pipeline extension. What I request from them, they should put in a request to the regional chief manager. Now, they will now send a team to do the mapping, forward the copy to me, and from there we can take that on. So I plead with them, they should put in a request to the regional chief manager. It will come to me, they will do the mapping, and then we can now award a contract for the extension.
Second one, Tantra Hill, they said they have not had water since 1998.
It could be. There are so many reasons that sometimes it happens.
Right.
Just recently, the East Legon Hills, the East Legon, they had issues. Not knowing one of the valves was closed. Yeah, one of the valves was closed.
Okay.
And after getting it solved,
So it's a local problem.
sometimes it's a local problem.
Okay.
If there is a problem and somebody locks a valve,
Because
water will come.
it means maybe somebody
and
who is stealing water
so-
has locked the valve and then he's getting water for. So they've
yeah.
been
So I will need is contact, and then I'll let the team come then investigate. and
Third
then
one that
see
I
how
read,
it is.
Bachona Spintex Road, no water for 11 months, family of 5, 800 cedis worth of water every month. Spintex Road.
Yes. So that one the same. I'll need, but you know he said 11. That is far beyond. So that means that I'll need his details to contact him, send a team to investigate.
Okay. I have 3 questions for you. So the first one is if you can explain for us quite clearly the boundaries of Ghana Water and then community water.
Yes.
Who provides water where?
Yes. We have the act is there. The act says that when a community population goes beyond 5,000, Ghana Water takes over.
Okay.
Okay.
So if community water is operating and it goes beyond a certain amount, number, Ghana Water will take over. But resource constraint,
Okay.
sometimes the population goes beyond the 5,000 and community water still continue to operate. Because going there, we need to put up a treatment plant, we need to put up, and if the resources are not there, it becomes a challenge. Like Wenchi, it was under community water. Now Ghana Water has taken over.
Okay.
So they are constructing the Wenchi water treatment plant to be able to meet the growing demand.
Okay.
So, but there is it's quite an area. I hope you are.
Yes, my second question is, when we started this conversation last week, a lot of people spoke about buying water from tanker service. In fact, Bernard had been a customer for years. Is there a legal basis for the operation of these private water providers, considering the fact that a lot of regular customers don't find water? So where do these tankers get the water from? Who are they buying it from?
Thank you. This issue of hydrant came up during the COVID, where government says free water. So they needed to make water accessible to residents and the people of Ghana. So we have to put these hydrants. They are not fire hydrants everywhere, so that tankers can easily fetch and reach out to.
Which tankers are these? Who owns
No,
the tankers?
privately owned tankers. It's like government says water is free.
Okay.
We were putting a hydrant as various point, go and fetch,
Okay.
and then distribute it to Ghanaians. Bring the bill, we pay you.
Okay.
After COVID, it continued. Do you get my point?
But this one been selling water before COVID, though.
Eh?
Some of the water people he's talking about, they've been selling water. He's talking about, you see, people who have Kia trucks, then they'll put 2 big poly tanks in the back, and then they are selling water.
I'm still coming.
Where are they
to
getting
that.
the water from?
I'm coming. So the first was the hydrants. So that one in July we closed it. Now I think there was a demonstration about it. But after that, and then the revenue enhancement team, our revenue up by 20%. Our revenue went up by 20%. That means more customers are getting water and making payment. Then we have reservoirs. Accra East, they have a reservoir. And that one is stored. It's not like a hydrant where water flows before you can fetch. You go there, we can give you water, and then you pay. But most of them now don't get picked from Ghana water. Boreholes, maybe somebody has drilled a borehole. And we are following up on that because most of them to do illegal. The team went to a place. This big 1,000 liters polytank was buried under.
Wow.
Okay.
They dug a hole and put it under, connected Ghana water tap into it, and then treated it like borehole.
And then they are using it to sell water.
To sell water.
Then let me report one.
Now what happened?
There's one
So,
at Namiche. You please
I
note
think
it.
we'll go to
There's
then
one
I'll
at
tell
They do the
Namiche,
same thing.
by the roadside.
Look.
Namiche and Bintu is by the
Now,
roadside.
when
So
we
please
went, they said, "Oh, we are using a borehole." We fetched the water, went and tested for
It's not
chlorine
borehole water.
because when we tested for chlorine,
It was your water.
it was our water. We came and dug, and this whole polytank, 1,000 liters, was buried under and covered,
And they don't pay water.
and they don't pay water bill.
That's right.
Have they been
Now-
have they been jailed?
That is what I said. Our legal team is going through the
Oh,
process.
your legal team is slow.
It's not easy.
Your legal team is
I have
slow.
one more
So,
If you
question.
hire new lawyers.
Now, what this 12 team coming up,
Yes.
we are we buying this ground penetration equipment
To check if
to check so that our people don't go and dig several places looking for.
let me read another one for you.
But I
Oh, you have a third
I
one.
have
I thought
a
second
third
one.
question linked to something. So he's in his initial comments, he spoke about commercial pure water producers and then washing bays.
Washing base is another.
Yes. What is the check on these two? Because the reason why I'm asking this is when his meter readers come to my house, for instance, but if I owe 300 cedis, they threaten to shut me down.
300 cedis.
If I owe even 300 cedis,
Yes.
they will tell me they are shutting you down.
Yeah,
Yeah, you must pay. And it's fine. We'll collect, we'll pay. It doesn't matter, we'll pay. But I drive 2 meters away from my house, and there's a washing bay spraying water into the air.
And you don't know if they're even paying.
And I don't know if they pay.
So that is exact. That is why I said the team is very, very important for us. Some of the washing bay drill a borehole, connect Ghana water as well. So the only thing we do is to test for chlorine. and we've been able to disconnect most of this water washing bays.
Honorable, they are not disconnecting.
They are,
Honorable, they are not disconnecting anything. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
maybe they are sorting them out.
Honorable, they are not. Gallus, they are not disconnecting anything.
I'm saying
Look,
I've admitted.
Washing Bay is perhaps one of the largest growing small businesses we have in Accra. Nobody is stopping anything.
I'm admitting that we have 3 teams for the whole of Accra. Do you get my point?
Yes.
I've admitted.
We need more.
And I said it's insignificant.
Please get us more.
But even the 3 teams have identified some washing bays and closed them down or disconnected them because they were using Ghana water. I admit that we still have many. And that is why we are.
I have a list too.
Yes, just give it to me.
Yeah, I'll choke everybody.
So that's why I'm saying that by February it will increase to 12.
I have more questions
Now,
for you.
if 12 increase and we are able to rake in more revenue, we buy more pickups and increase the number. Maybe by June we can have like 50.
Okay.
And they can come around the whole of Accra. It has started, but we have not gone far.
Let's ask more questions.
I admit it.
This is a Norte from Suesco. Bernard, those of us in Suesco, this is Swedru Secondary School, hardly get water. Life is not easy for us. What do we do? Here's another one. We have not had water for over a year at Ridgeview Gardens, East Legon Hills. Engineers from Ghana Water Company Limited Adenta office visited the estate to assess the situation. They confirmed that our water supply comes from Santor, but it's controlled by the Adenta Ghana Water Company office. The problem is a disagreement over who controls the valve that supplies water to the estate and who is responsible for collecting our water bills. This dispute has remained unresolved between the 2 parties for more than a year, and as a result, the entire estate has been without water throughout this period.
I'll plead with you to send me
The lead of the
lead,
Okay.
so that I'll get it resolved.
Yeah, so it's a fight between
Santor
and
as to who controls.
Okay, here's another one, which is a suggestion from Cyril, and it's okay. Where's the message? Where has it disappeared to? Okay, let me read one first before Cyril. This is from Ivy. Good morning, Bernard. Kent Estate and Peace B, Community 25. We've been buying water for 2 years. The water is now 800 cedis, and we buy it every 2 weeks. So this is Community 25.
This one is from Battels, who says he wants to know about the upstream encroachment of the Densu Weja Headworks catchment area by residential developers and its impact on the water resources from the Densu, including potential pollution from sewers in the developing community. He says it's an urgent issue.
All right. Comment on
that is very, very. It's not only that area. A lot of building along the river, and we've discussed with national security. You know, national security has carried out operation of that nature before, and it helped. So we continue with them to act, but we bringing in Water Resources Commission. You see, Water Resources Commission is supposed to make sure that the water that we receive in our reservoir to produce is good. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So we are involving Water Resources Commission.
Okay.
Then EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, to see how we collaborate to ensure that the source of the water is protected to our reservoir. So Ghana Water Company, to some extent, we don't make sure that the source is protected up to our intake, but we are interested party. So we collaborate with Water Resources Commission, EPA.
All right. Last week, Godfrey read a message, a comment, or not a comment, a data set around regions and the water poverty.
Yeah.
The region you are from, Savannah, is one of the worst. He said, I think 80% of the people don't have Ghana water, or they basically depend on non-sources.
Yes.
Then there's another message from Tamale Abdul Razak. He says, good morning, Bernard. Great job bringing Gallus to your show. Ask him about the Tamale water situation. Indeed, our dignity is stripped to the bare bones. Trust me, people spend more than 3 hours a day looking for water. The situation is sad. I want you to deal with Savannah region. Interestingly, your predecessor and yourself are both from the region. Yeah. And yet, I think Savannah region is one of the worst regions for water supply.
Yes.
Number 2, Tamale water has been a proverbial problem for almost 10 years. Yeah. Since I started this my media work, every 2 months, Tamale water matter.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
Yeah, thank you very much. Savannah, I think in the Savannah region, where we have Ghana Water is Salaga, the whole of the savannah.
It's only Salaga that has Ghana
That
Water
we have a treatment plant that produces water
for the region.
for the region. Damango we have, but it's not producing any water.
Why?
We don't. It was a plant that operated during His Excellency President Rawlings' time, but was shut down around 2003, and up to now the dam has silted.
Oh,
The
so it doesn't have enough water.
No, yeah.
So what's the solution to
So-
the Damango issue?
Yes. First, we've gone to assess the old plant. We'll be doing some dredging at the dam to bring in water. Second is the Damango water project that is coming up. And that is what has been presented to Parliament in the budget by the Minister of Finance, Honorable Atufosin, including Tamale and then Yendi.
So when
So
this
these are-
plant is built,
Yes.
but will it get raw water?
Yeah, we are taking it from the Yape, the White Volta.
Okay.
And then all the communities along that road to Damango.
So Tamale will also
Connected.
benefit.
Tamale has a full project on its own, also taking its raw water from Yape.
So the question that Abdul has from Tamale, when will
Now-
that Tamale project be finished? Because Tamale
No.
say they don't have water.
Yeah, they have a treatment plant which was constructed somewhere in 1972. And some of the pumps still relate to 1972.
At Champon time.
Champo.
Yes. So the demand has outgrown the
So what have the government been doing in
the
Ghana?
supply. Are you getting my point? Now, first thing is the plant need replacement of spare parts to at least improve production, and then replacement of the old pumps. As we speak, the spare parts will be in this January, and they will start the replacement.
Okay.
Then the commitment authorization has been given by the Minister of Finance for the procurement of the pumps. So very soon we'll
So
kickstart
Tamale-
the procurement. Now, there have been a perennial problem during fasting,
Where they need water a lot.
where the water crisis becomes so much intense. We want to make sure that we monitor the flow of water to Tamale so that this fasting, people will have enough water.
All right.
If there's any staff that does anything to deny the people of water with the little that we produce, we are not going to joke with the person.
Let me read more. Bernard, ask the MD why the Ghana Water Company can't drill community-based water for average communities, because individuals are drilling and getting water from the ground. He's talking about boreholes. In fact, there's another person who asked that same question as to why water is so centralized. And let me just read it quickly. The message is asking why your engineers cannot come up with a more ingenious way of providing water by decentralizing water provision in communities by drilling boreholes. Is this something you can consider?
We have 84 systems. 61 are surface water, like Pong, Weja. 23 are underground water, and that is boreholes. So we are into that as well. But as I indicate, you realize that when we drill a borehole, we don't just take the water from the ground and then pump to the community, because it has to go through our treatment process to make sure that it meets Ghana Water Company and IOS standard. So it's just not drilling the borehole and then you pump it to the communities. We put in place to treat it. So the investment there is not drilling borehole, but it goes with more equipment. So we are into borehole drilling.
Let me go to the voter reach. Good morning, Bernard. Currently, the whole of Afajatu South District, no communities connected to Ghana Water, and people continue to face water problem. My information is that Ghana Water is now laying pipe from Befi to the district capital of Vegolokwati. When is this project expected to be completed, and what is the plan for extending the water to other towns in the district, especially the Vekoluenu and the town closest to the district capital, and the town with the highest population in the district? This is from Forsin Joto.
Yeah. As I did indicate, he should be patient with us. We have a revenue item for pipeline extension, the whole country. As the revenue comes, then we award
Contract.
and the contract and they execute. So we don't have money seated like big, then we just award and it takes place all of a sudden. So he should be patient. As they complete, we'll continue to award, we'll continue to pay the contractors, and eventually they will get water.
Okay. Good, my brother and team. Regarding the Galamsey impact on water supply to Accra, River Densu, which Wager Dam sits on, flows from the eastern region where Galamsey activity is currently ongoing within and along the banks of the Densu River. How has this affected water treatment and supply to Accra, especially since Kolebu Teaching Hospital also relies on water from Wager? This is Teresa Weyarini Adaili. Did you get the question?
Yeah, we have we have treatment plants along the Densu.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Nsawam, if you go to the deep eastern region, and then Wager.
Mm-hmm.
But I can assure them that the water is being treated very well. I visited Wager about twice this year to see the processes.
Mm-hmm.
We have changed the pumps. Yeah, we have changed the pumps in Wager under my predecessor, and they are functioning very well. Then it was the filters that was left. We have 12 filters, 4 were not working. As we speak, about 70 to 80% of the work has been done, and it will be completed by first quarter of this year. So I can assure them that we'll do everything, but the cost of treatment is also a problem.
Okay.
It has gotten to a point I got worried how we consume aluminum sulfate. So currently there is an audit that is going on to truly ascertain whether that consumption is a true figure. And if it is true, that means that the turbidity is so high.
All right.
So I can guarantee.
It's 9:15. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. We're talking to Adam Mutawakilu, MD for Ghana Water Company. We've been speaking to him since 8:15 on water issues in response to your comments. This interview was triggered by complaints we got from those living in the Teshinungwa area who say they have not had water. Jeffrey, who lives there, who initially sent this message to trigger the show, says, Bernard, good morning. After 3 months, we finally got water last Friday. We pray we get at least once a week now.
Hey.
I hope that's not too much to ask.
Yes.
And I'm referring to Bacho Nanungwa areas. Thanks for your assistance. We appreciate it. So last week, your PR was on the line and sent us the schedule again.
Yes.
And after a lot of pressure, now the people have gotten water once. So let me just read two
But
more.
on that schedule,
Yes.
Residents of East Legon Hill say their problem has not been solved and the schedule is not working.
East Legon Hills is talking about my jaw getting to the place where they had the issue with Santor areas. I don't know if you are aware that their schedule doesn't work.
They said their schedule doesn't work.
I have to follow
You have to follow up. Okay, let me do 2 areas, Pokwasi and Amasaman.
Yes,
So Mary Ada, who I'll be interviewing later this morning on our Mahama
She
review,
doesn't have water.
send my regards to Mutawakilu. The Amasaman area and its environs usually go without water, sometimes for a whole month or more. Can he answer how they are able to still generate bills for us to pay when our taps don't flow? And you know Mary Ada, anti-corruption. Bernard and Tim, I live at Pokwasi Teacher Kope, where pipes were laid in the early 2000s. A few years ago, new pipes were laid. But to date, we still depend on tankers and tricycles for water. When will we be connected to Ghana Water? So I'm pushing you to Pokwasi, Amasaman. Mary Ada says for months they don't have water in Amasaman, yet they get bills. Pokwasi too, they have new pipes, but water is not coming.
Yeah, I think this question, the first one, has been raised before. And I said, all other things being equal, they are not supposed to get bills. And that I'll make follow-up on it.
Okay.
I've made that statement. In terms of them not getting water, I'm surprised.
Amasaman. He said sometimes for a whole month.
Sometimes.
Sometimes for a month. That's what she said.
Because I know we have, since I came, we have activated another treatment plant to add to the existing that I came to meet. And production has been going on. So I'm surprised that they don't have water.
Can you share with us the full water rationing schedule for the whole of Accra so that we'll put it on our website? Because the challenge seems to be people don't know when to expect water.
So I'll just forward it.
Yes.
To you
and
now.
then we will share it, Sky. Let's put it and read it regularly.
Skelly too says Spintex, no water since 2024.
That's the whole issue around the area. Now,
Since 2024.
Yes.
yes, Printers. Now, have you answered the Pokwasi question where he says
It's possible as I did indicate, the pressures.
are low, which is why we need a schedule. Pokwasi Tichakope, pipes were laid, new pipes have been laid, no water in Pokwasi Tichakope. Are you aware of this? You know Pokwasi?
I might not be privy to that. Unless a complaint comes. You know, it follows sometimes as a politician, people send me messages. Then you
follow up.
That one I quickly follow up. But if it's following the system, it's not gotten to me. It's very difficult at that level to know exactly what is happening at a particular place. And I would like to leave my contact here, or mention it for anybody who is listening. Yeah, something I like when you just send me a WhatsApp message.
Professor Chris Gordon says I should read this message for you. Congrats on the water discussion this morning. My issue is that if he has to deal with all these operational issues, when will we have time for strategic thinking and future visioning?
Exactly.
Because you are solving everyday problems.
Yeah.
How are you going to think long-term, 10-year development plan? You can't do that.
Yeah, let me come. Operational issues are necessary for an MD to know, especially with Ghana Water at this level. We still have so many issues. But strategic thinking, where I want to be, will be if I'm able to solve these operational issues at this level, that will propel me to that point. I have a vision. I have no revenue. There is 62% non-revenue water. My concern should be, how do I raise that? Because raising that and reducing the non-revenue water give me the revenue that I'll need to invest in my strategic objective. That is what I believe in.
So they are related.
So I'm very interested in what I do to put the company in good standing to be able to propel me to achieve that. If I forget of these operational issues, I'll be sitting somewhere and all of a sudden,
let me read more.
I can be taken by surprise.
This one is from Martin. Good morning, Bernard. The response of your guest confirms he has understood the sector very well. Very impressed. But we at Tuba, near Premier Care Hospital, don't get water, even though we are just a stone's throw from the Wager Dam. Tuba, Kasua.
So let me tell you something. Majority of the problem we have is from Nyanyano, Kasua, Bujumbura Estate.
What's the problem?
Bujumbura. These commercial losses, the tax forcing.
They don't pay.
Majority.
Oh.
2, during the construction of the Kasua Road.
They best many pipes.
Many pipes. So my sister, I've spoken to the minister. Before a road construction starts, we'll do the mapping, get a contractor to relocate the pipelines before construction starts. Because most often the construction starts, they burst pipelines, people are denied water. Getting the process to get the pipes relocated becomes a problem. So I've discussed with the Minister of Roads, and so far, major roads that are to be done, Winneba, Kepkos, Takrady, and other, they've written to us. We are discussing with them to agree so that we relocate them before the major construction is done.
Okay.
The Kasua one, it didn't happen. They burst most of the time, and almost 2,500 customers were denied of water. And it was just about 5 months ago we were able to get a contractor to start.
There's an interesting question from a person. It says, going on, from the MD, government is effectively subsidizing water for everyone who depends on Ghana Water, including the affluent and middle classes. Isn't it possible to use the billing system to correct this anomaly, so that government only pays the subsidy for the deprived areas? Let me make it interesting. So, for example, Teshi Nungwa, this how there are people who are in Teshi Mami. You can generally profile the income levels of those there versus somebody in an estate like coastal estates, in a gated estate. Aren't you able, and we can do this for many places, aren't you able to recommend a differentiated tariff on the domestic side so that the affluent can pay a bit more And you can zone it because we have all the data around incomes. Because if you are getting a 5 cedi loss per cubic meter for diesel, it's not sustainable. But I'm very sure that there are people within that Tertiary enclave today who, if you told them to pay even 20% more, they could pay to get the water. So that 5 cedi shortfall that the finance ministry is not paying, going forward, you can pay for that.
Yeah. That
What was
see,
your
let-
Oh, stop that. Let them answer the question. Oh, keep quiet. Please answer. Don't mind.
Down, Soma.
Oh, don't
Down,
mind.
Soma.
Don't mind.
Down, Soma.
I should pay. Put up their mic.
thank you very much.
Put up their mic. Answer
First
the
of
question.
all,
Don't mind them.
As I did
Me, I'll
indicate,
support it.
as I did indicate, Ghana Water Company do not set tariffs. So that will fall under Public Utility Regulatory Commission. However, in their tariff, I'll call it reckoner. In electricity, we call it. It's graduated. 0 to 5 meters, we call it lifeline. So when you are consuming between 0 and 5 meters cube, there is a rate attached. If you are consuming from 5 meters to 10 meters, there is a rate attached. So that rate is graduated upwards. So if you're a rich man, that we suppose that you consume more water.
So this graduation is based on volume of use.
Volume of water use. So it is believed that you consume more water and you graduate to the top and pay more.
Okay.
And we also classify the customers. We have domestic, residential, non-residential, commercial, and industrial. And the rates are different. So those categories are there.
Can you find out from the Ghana Water Company why people of West Transaco, Adringano do not have water for the past 2 months? We have to buy water for 600 cedis every week. This is getting out of hand. No communication from them. This is West Transaco and Adringano. And another one, Chado. We have not had water for 6 weeks. We have been paying bills even without getting water. My workers tell me there is no issue with water in Ashaiman, Nima, Medina, etc. From his very own words, ordinary man's area doesn't have water problem. It's only East Legon, Chado, and Co that he sees as having water problems. So I don't know what he's saying, but so I've heard Transaco, Chado. Is that are you able to comment? Yeah.
Transaco, I have visited the residents to discuss about how to be able to get them water. We did some extensions there. So some areas quite okay. Now it's how to link that area to where they are complaining, where they have a reservoir, so that water can flow to that reservoir and then serve that. So anytime they open the taps and it flow to Transaco area, they should be able to collect enough into the reservoir. The other places, I want to urge them. Chado.
They said they haven't had water for 6 weeks.
We did some extensions there. Maybe the flow isn't good. We did 2 extensions.
But is it true that you make sure that lower income communities have more water than higher income communities?
No, it depends on your location. So if you go to...
He says Medina, Nima, Ashaiman have water. But Chado, Transaco don't have water. It's like you said that.
When you go to Ashaiman,
yes.
We have the main transmission line coming.
What about Medina?
So from this place, Dodowa area.
They get Medina.
You see, we have a reservoir at Dodowa.
So Medina
it
gets...
pumps, and it has to come to...
What about Nima?
Our Adenta area...
Should be covered by Dodowa.
Yes, that area.
The same Dodowa.
So these are some... When you are located along the transmission line,
you get water. So we are moving to Ashaiman.
Water.
I think that's the conclusion for that. we are running out of time. Just a quick yes.
Honorable, we are grateful for the time you spent with us. While you are fixing the problems associated with infrastructure, institution, theft, etc., which Professor Gordon alluded to, we'd still like to know what the long-term vision or plan is.
Yes.
What is going to be water supply in Ghana, in Accra, in the next 30 to 50 years or 20 to 30 years?
Yeah. So just give me I have a plan and I have a vision for Ghana Water. And my vision is to transform Ghana Water Limited into a disciplined, technically sound, financially viable, and performance-driven national utility company, capable of delivering reliable water services while safeguarding public resources. This is the general vision that I have. So that vision can be achieved first from production, make efficient and effective use of the transmission and distribution, making sure that collection, for example, one of the challenge is billing, as we did indicate.
Yeah.
We are, because of that, split our TNI unit into GIS and ICT, so that the ICT can concentrate.
Okay.
We have smart meters, but they are not being used smartly. CCAs, that is meter readers, still you go and take a shot and transmit. I don't think you buy a smart meter and you still send people to take shots of the reading and send. I've tasked the ICT to make sure that we can have remote reading. Mechanical meters is allowed. Improve revenue by reducing the non-revenue water. Lobbying government to get serious investment. So I've had discussion with the Minister for Water Resources, Works and Housing on that, so that a government will come in to be able to invest in the water sector for us to be able to achieve this vision I've set up.
Wonderful. Thank you. Let me end with Nana Poku. He says, good morning. Your guest is on top of the issues, but he's a serious thinker, so he shouldn't be too bogged down with operational matters, so he can do strategic thinking for the long term. I think that's the concern Kakra raised, which others are raising. Thank you so much. No, Sky, we have run out of time, so you just have to do
I just want to mention
closing prayer and then we
real
close.
quickly. So a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine is Kweku Kunedu from the Adenta Municipal Assembly. So he's talking about the Adenta area, Snake Flats, Victory Presby Church area, towards ICGC, the Roman Catholic Church areas. All of these areas, for 2 to 3 decades now, they've not had water.
30 years.
30 years.
Yes.
I know that area, Victory Presby. So this is Adenta housing. Adenta housing down. Housing down near former Rohi.
Yeah.
Rohi all towards IC. Rohi towards
30
IC.
years.
Yes, from 2 to 3 decades.
You have to pay a courtesy call on them.
I have to.
You have to visit.
So if you can get me there.
No, but thank
let
you.
me take
Thank
it.
you. You started well. We pray you end strong.
Thank you very much. I'm highly grateful.